Hello and welcome to Fearless Motivation by Mental Stamina video number 49. So I'm here again at the Dieppe Gardens and I just attended actually a sunrise or just like a yoga practice with the strong Emanuela Pintas. And I just figured like I'd just get this video shot and make it fun make rain while the sun shines, or whatever, that I make hay while the sun shines. I always screw up on things, but guys, like I was just speaking to Emanuela's mother, as long as you're getting up and trying and taking imperfect action, that's all that matters with life. So in this last video of the nutrition chapter, this video will be all about alcohol and drugs, the quoted fun stuff that people always indulge with like week to week. And like I think the biggest thing about that is finding a purpose of, why am I drinking? Why am I doing drugs? Like, is it a purpose, or do I have an addiction problem? So I'm going to get into my notes briefly while I just let you see this beautiful downscale landscape here, guys. So what I'm going to say about alcohol and drugs is that I always thought alcohol and drugs is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Just because back when I overdrank in university, and that is how they actually found my brain tumor. My mother was always very concerned about, did somebody beat the crap out of them? And then I was actually rushed to emergency and they found a mass on my brain. So like alcohol can like have a purpose and give you like a greater thing, but you got to figure out why you're actually doing it. The only other time that I've actually gotten blackout drunk and I had like the concern of my like whole family and parents was when I went to visit my uncle in about 2013 or 14, the day before Canada Day. I had 2 beers and a 26er of rum bottle throughout the day. So like, and I just really assessed to myself, like, why am I doing this? So, but what I wanted to get through to you guys is just this principle, is that you always gotta find a purpose to everything. But I'm actually just gonna refer to my notes a bit here, guys. So also with that, what I wanted to say is that I remember that I when I did wake up in the emergency room after the over drinking that night, guys, I noticed I had a hot nurse and I just said, "Hey baby," and I tried to get a drink with her. So what I wanted to say, and I keep saying that, I realize that, but like, you've got to have a purpose behind everything. And I have also wanted to and so to this day, 28 drinks is my all-time record for drinking to this day. And I'd never attempt to ever want to break that record, because like, it's just stupid, guys. Like, that is far too much alcohol for anyone to ever consume. But I do not ever intend to break this record. But if the circumstances are right, like visiting Ibiza, Spain with close friends of optimistic action-taking friends who do not fear death, it could be possible. It would never happen on a whim to impress people like I did in my 20s and early 30s. Alcohol can be an addiction that tears families apart and ruins lives. You really have to face your inner demons and say, "No, I do not believe your lies," and declare, "I will achieve my purpose in whatever it takes" mentality, as long as it is ethical, moral, and legal. I rarely binge drink since it damages the internal organs and leaves you broke in the process. However, when I do drink, I do prefer a crisp lager like Alexander Keith's or on draft, which tastes like liquid butter, or Miller Genuine Draft or Corona by the bottle. When I visited Windsor in 2002 to 2004 while working on the Preda Windsor cruises, I remember doing a pub crawl at a bar where a dedicated drinker named Todd showed me how to wet the lime of a Corona by sticking your thumb directly over the top of the bottle, tipping it upside down until the lime hits the bottom, and then running the bottle, waiting until the gas escapes. The bottle then taking a slow sip. So basically this bar was at Treehouse, and that bar still stands today, guys. So the next alcohol I will be talking about is wine. So wine is the drink. These beverages are the symbols of the elite people who have wine cellars and a story to tell about each bottle. I have toured Pelee Island with my father, and had my wine knowledge expanded. Wine in particular has an enzyme in it called resveratrol, which has health benefits like protecting the heart and the circulatory system, lowering cholesterol, protecting against clots, which can cause heart attacks and strokes. It can also lower blood sugar levels. For wine, there are sweet wines, which are dedicated a number 1, and there are dry wines, which are dedicated a number 0. There is also a wine etiquette for tasting and sampling. I remember back in the day while watching Emeril Lagasse, BAM, that was always his slogan, watching old Emerald. And what he said was, there was a master sommelier on the show who said she was one of a dozen people in the world to hold the title. This is basically a wine taster who has tasted the cheapest and most expensive bottles of wine and can talk about each bottle. Her advice was to drink any bottle you are not afraid to cook with, and that the cheaper wines generally taste better than the $20,000 or $100,000 bottles of wine. So the final division of alcohol is your spirits, which consist of rum, vodka, gin, rye whiskey. Your basic bartending rail. My favorites are rye, rum, and tequila. I love rye whiskey due to my time spent in Windsor during the summers of 2004 to 2002. This was at a bar called Papa Cheney's Whiskey Well, just located right on Riverside Drive. There, they had $2 ryes all day, every day, guys. And what they actually sold was 2 crates of rye every day. So a crate was 500 cases, or 30 cases, which consisted of 500 bottles of rye a day. So, and that was 2 crates, with Hiram Walker's being right down the street. They served some pretty good CC alcohol. It also had the longest bar in Windsor. I also like rye whiskey because it is the drink of the country, folks. I remember Corb Lund Band singing, rye whiskey, I think I love you. And then there was also Luke Bryan, who sang, rain is a good thing, corn makes whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky. So those are the reasons I love my whiskey to this day. Getting on to my next beverage, I also prefer rum. I like rum because it is the drink of the Caribbean and also of pirates. I remember Johnny Depp saying in Pirates of the Caribbean, "Why is the rum gone?" And also Captain Morgan and Fierce Fellows always drinking that. It's also a really good for cocktails, like fruit cocktails, and also like pina coladas and daiquiris. So often when I want a fruity cocktail, I'll pour some nice flavored rum into the mix. The final alcohol I will be talking about, and perhaps my favorite hard liquor, is tequila. For the burn it has, New Year's in Mexico, and also The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has his own brand of tequila called Terra Mana, which stands for Terra, meaning the earth, and Mana, meaning his fierce Polynesian spirit. So the various, so and also I like tequila for the various songs that it has, because tequila makes her clothes fall off. I love the country songs like that, guys, because as you know by now, I'm a bold and authentic guy. So when I drink tequila by Dan and Shay is another country favorite that I like. So with alcohol, now I will briefly talk about my experiences with drugs. So guys, I'll just briefly talk about these, because what I'm gonna say is anybody that does bath salts, heroin, meth, or cocaine is a friggin' idiot that is probably gonna die in misery, probably by gunfire. Anybody that does the hard stuff is really stupid. So the drug that I have the most education with is the sacred plant, as I now receive plants for, and it is called Mary Jane. So the idol and the spokesperson for this drug is Snoop Doggy Dogg. So I'm gonna just talk a bit about my experiences with this blessed plant. So it can help you discover how to become a better person. It was actually a marijuana pill provided to me by my friend AD, which allowed me to come up with this YouTube series. I was always tortured with this whole online universe and starting a business, becoming an entrepreneur to support those closest to me and live life on my terms. So the other experience I've had with marijuana, I had with my friend Tom Dunn in university, and basically he showed me how to make an apple bong, marijuana right out of an apple, and he also showed me the various forms of water bongs. So he also had the drug called Northern Lights marijuana, where the bud actually sparkled. It was pretty dope time. I don't know whatever happened to Tom Dunn, but he was a weed genius, and I always appreciated him for taking me under his wing, because I was a bit of an outcast in university, guys. I was always a bit afraid, but you just got to stand up and be bold. So another recollection I have is about using shrooms, magic mushrooms particularly. I remember using them with Tom at the same time when I was smoking the marijuana. We had some pretty good trips, so you would put them in brownies and such. But the other more prominent experience I had is one of my professors in university, my crime and punishment professor, Robert Beckett. He said, if I can recommend anything to you guys, I recommend doing shrooms in the woods with your dad. He goes, you'll face down death, you'll learn stuff about yourself, find out what you're capable of, and also go forward with your life. And you also have a really great time. So in my lifetime, I've only done shrooms 2 to 3 times, since when you do them, it's not professionally recognized as a good thing to do. The last drug I'm yet to try but would like to try is ayahuasca, the hallucinogenic tea that they make in the Amazon. I watched a show a while back about its healing power, on how it can reconnect you with friends and families, work situations, and give you clarity on your life's purpose. So there you have it, guys and gals. That wraps up this chapter on nutrition. I believe this is now the longest video, since it provides the most excitement of these items and some professionals consider taboo. I believe that if you are not always pushing your limits, speaking up to make a difference, staying open to the knowledge of the whole world, and having a little faith in something greater. I love you, Jeebus. I wanted to say that. I remember seeing that off The Simpsons when Homer was licking frogs. It was so good. But anyways, I'm not licking frogs. But anyways, guys, a little sidebar there. You are all about inside and having so if you're not doing those things I just said there, you have no chance of success, guys, and you've got to always believe in yourself and push it forward. So to achieve the dreams in the world may seem like a lot, but if you are slowly chip away at it and take affirmative steps every day, anything is possible. So look out for on Wednesday for video 50, guys. That is my halfway point of this YouTube series, and this is going to be all about your mindset. So I will see you then, guys, and until then, guys, Kaizen, baby. Ow! Ow, ow! How long was it?